Hi, everyone. Welcome to the American Dream Team podcast. Today, I have the honor of hosting this episode with our one and only Danny Kim with Home First Mortgage Bankers and the American Dream Team. So, welcome, Danny.
Thank you, Alex. There you go.
All right. So we'll start with, tell us a little bit about yourself. How's your experience so far with the team? You're one of our newer leaders that joined the team last year, 2023. What a year, huh? What a year.
Yeah. I'm actually, this is my first podcast I ever did in my life, so I never expected to do a lot of things I'm doing right now, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's been things have been moving pretty quickly, pretty fast, I think. Love the team. I love the people that I work with. At first I thought I was just signing up for mortgages, to be honest with you, but now I'm here talking about, people getting homes and doing things like that. So yeah, it's been a pretty amazing ride so far.
Nice. I mean, you look pretty fit too compared to the first time I saw you.
Man, you got me doing some crazy stuff, that's for sure. I've been working out 2 times a week on the 70.
Why 2 times a week?
No, I'm sorry, 2 times a day.
2 times a day. That's right.
2 times
That's
a
right.
day.
That's
So you got me waking up early in the morning. Something I never really did. Doing the 75-day hard day challenge right now.
How's that going for you, by the way?
It's been really cool. It's something that in my mind I always thought that I needed to do, right? I mean, everyone always talks about like, I got to start working out, or I got to, especially like reading books. A lot of the people are talking about right now, you need to read all these, books now, right? Even real estate professionals are always talking about books. Andy Elliott or whoever, all these big name guys, they got books now. So, but this challenge, because of the challenge, it's just making me do things because of the challenge. Because I'm doing it with other people on our team, and so I think that's been really great. Even though I failed twice and have to start all over again.
I mean, you didn't really. You want to share a little bit about that? What do you mean you failed twice? What day are you on today? Day 27?
No, I'm on
26.
day. It's the day exactly.
Day 24.
Yeah, day 24.
That's right.
I messed up on New Year's Eve, right? Yeah, it was New Year's Eve. One of the things to my diet was not having any dessert.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because I'm a big sweet tooth guy, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I love, dessert. In my house, we got cookies and ice cream and all that stuff. I got 4 boys, right? And my kids I think I was on maybe day number, maybe I was like 19 or something like that. Yeah. And this was the second time around, right? Because the first time I posted
day 16.
I posted a fake picture, right?
Yeah.
A counterfeit pho, right? Remember that one? So,
I mean, it was a real photo. It's just not the one you ate, but it was the same one.
Yeah, I know, but it just didn't seem right. So
that's some massive integrity right there.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else was posting pictures of things that they actually made or ate, and then here I am taking a picture off the internet and saying, "Hey, I ate this," right? So this is my second time, and I was driving home and my kids were hungry, and so I said, "What do you guys want?" They're like, "Oh, can you pick us up some In-N-Out?" So, of course, I drove by In-N-Out, and without me even thinking about it, I'm like, can I get a strawberry shake? Because I was thirsty, right? And then I was about like 4 sips in, and I was like, oh, wait, what I just do? Right? This is kind of like a dessert. And so, anyways, I had to start over. So January 1st was my start over day, and right now I'm on day 24. So,
do you feel like there's been any kind of changes, like health-wise, alertness? Just trying to share some things that other team members have kind of reported. Benefits. What are some of the benefits?
Yeah, definitely the working out is helpful, right? I mean, in the morning we wake up at 5:05. Well, I mean, I wake up around 4:30 ish. I'm not like you with the cold shower, but
you'll get there.
yeah, don't challenge me to that one yet, bro. But for sure, we wake up around 4:30 and then get ready for the call, and then during the call, I do my first workout, which is a 45-minute workout. Take my dog for a walk while I'm on the Zoom with you guys. So that's always a nice way to start with that nice cold fresh air. Feels good. And then later on in the day, I do my second workout, either in our gym right here at the office, with that Rocky poster in the back motivating me. But either that, or I just at my house I do a lot of like push-ups and
you've been doing a lot of push-ups on our
yeah,
page.
Man, yeah. My goal is to get to 50 in a row with like no problem, right? So
I was doing at one point in 2020, I started with 20, and then I was adding one a day. So I went 20, 21, 22, right? And then got all the way to day 75 one day, right? But from 20 to day or push-up 75 is only like 55 days. I was during the challenge. And then one time, Ross said, "Hey, bro, that's not a real push-up." Because I would always post it on a live.
I saw it, man. I saw it.
And he was like, you got to go down all the way. Because I was going like a quarter of the way down. And I was like, man, how you going to call me out like that on day 75, right? So then I said, all right, well, then I'll start over, right? Man, doing the full push-ups, I couldn't even get to 20.
It is a difference.
It's a big difference. Yeah, your push-ups are real push-ups. I've been seeing it.
It feels like a real push-up, but my kids said the same thing to me.
Oh, they go even lower.
No, they're like that. So I'm like, I bet you I could do more push-ups than you. And they're like, let's go. And then I went first, and they started laughing at me. They're like, that's not a real push-up. What are you talking about, right? But I remember
when we do it. It feels so.
I feel like I'm going all the way, but you know what? At the end of the day, we're a lot older.
It's what
now.
It's what they see, right?
That's when I first really kind of noticed you.
Oh, the push-ups.
No, because when you were posting it long time ago, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, because you and I probably met around like 5-6 years ago.
2018, so it was after that. Yeah, that's right.
And then I started seeing you do the push-ups.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this guy's pretty crazy, right? I mean, so I was watching it. I'm like, that's pretty good, and that's when I was like, started to slowly follow you.
That was 20 years. That was 4 years ago. 2020. That was the year of the pandemic. Wow.
So I'm doing the push-ups now. The 1 gallon water. That's something that I definitely needed in my life.
That's helpful. Yeah.
Man, I don't drink water.
I feel like your skin or your face is getting a little whiter, bro.
Yeah, I don't know about that,
No?
but I know it's helping me, right?
Yeah. Especially the inside.
Yeah. Especially when I go to the bathroom and I could tell. It's so the water is really good for me because I never drink water. Yeah. Usually it's soda. So soda is another thing I took out.
That's not good. Yeah.
And that was tough on the challenge. No soda.
Right.
Yeah, but this challenge has been helping me. I know with my health. Not only that, it's just the reading. Already finished 2 books now because of this challenge. Something I probably would have never done. Right. And so it's a good thing. 75-day hard. So if anyone wants to do it, you should get on the 75-day hard. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, DM accountability on my page at Alex Rocky Kim if you want the invitation to our 505 morning call every single day, 365 days a year. We don't take any breaks because we're on a mission every single day. We train physically, mentally, and entrepreneurial spirit-wise. And this is the type of testimonials that we get. And a lot of people, they come back, they continue coming back because they're gaining something. Something in their life is changing for the better, whether it's physical, mental, relationships, and so many other things. So
and the no beer.
It's being sober.
That was because I used to come home and have a beer almost every night. No more beer. So definitely a challenge. But it's been good, man. It's been really good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's shift gears to business. How's your experience so far with our team, with the lending side? You came from a background of lending, mortgage for a long time.
Yeah.
What are some differences that you kind of see as what makes us different here at Home First?
Well, number one, a lot of the owners that I worked with, they're just really money driven. Over here with the American Dream Team and just the team of people that are here and just interacting with them, it's a very team oriented environment. So I really saw that at the beginning. I was like, man, this company's a little bit different, right? And then once we started, getting the SBA loans in here, it was a real big game changer right there, right? Not only that, you're very active with the events and things like that. So honestly, I'm not used to a lot of this stuff, because the old companies I worked at, I just sat in my office and try to find deals, right? Or we buy leads, right? But we don't do any events. We don't do really any social media. We don't really get out there as a team like we do over here. Right. And I think that's been a real change for me, for sure, because I'm just kind of like kick back in my office and just get on the phone and do my thing. Right. But over here is a lot more activity, I guess you could say, and it's been working, right? So a lot of people have been asking about who's this American Dream Team? Like, what do you guys do, right? Right? It's like, yeah, we wake up every morning and go for a walk. You know what I mean? We're kind of some crazy people, but it's been creating some noise, and I think with that, it's just creating some relationships with people. Yeah. And that's been bringing in some business. So yeah, it's been great, man. Can't complain.
Since you've joined our team last year, second half of the year, one big change for us, we usually work with your typical wage earner, low credit. I mean, that's kind of the setup. That's how we're set up to be able to help the people who are underserved, right? Or they're struggling to get back on their feet. They had some, credit problems in the past. They lost their job, and they're barely getting back and saving little by little. So we're really good with those. However, we really never dealt with business owners. Business loans in the past have been just so complicated, and it's just something that we haven't really had the opportunity to do. But then you came and you kind of opened our eyes to the small business owner world, and we have products in our secondary market that we've always had, but I just didn't know how to use it. So that's been a real big game changer for us. How do you think that's helping you with your business right now, with the ability with our products, with our business owner products?
Yeah. Before I came to you, for about I would say about 4 to 5 years, I focused mainly on business owners, self-employed borrowers. We could all do those full doc loans, right? With wage earners, W-2s, pay stubs. But, business owners, they got the money, they got the great credit, but they just don't show income.
Right.
And it's kind of sucks, to be honest with you, right? Because these guys are making money and they got the credit scores, but they can't get loans. And so that's when non-QM loans came into play a long time ago, but a lot of people didn't know really how non-QM loans worked. And even if they did, they didn't know how to structure the files the right way. And so that's something that I've been doing for the past couple of years. And so when I came to you guys and found that you were a direct lender on that side, it was just like, match made in heaven at that point, right? Yeah. So the loan programs that we have here now, right? If you have 20% down, good credit, right? You're a business owner, you're going to get a loan, right? So, that's been something that I've been focused on, helping business owners. And then from there, it led on to now business loans for the business owners, right? Not just real estate loans where they're getting finance for investment properties or primary. Flippers are really good with these loans, right? So now a lot of these business owners, they need capital for their business. And if they own a business, we have a product for that too now, right?
Right. Let's talk about some, because these are some interesting clients you've been kind of helping us originate and service, what is the common denominator in the last year, or the makeup of the type of borrower? Like you just said, business owner, but what about them, makes this product valuable for them?
Well, as a business owner,
Yeah.
right, because they can't get a lot of these type of loan programs, first of all, at their local bank or things like that. So they do come to lenders such as ourselves, right, to get these loans. A lot of them are using these loans to basically either invest in more properties, which is a huge thing, right? Because now, if you want to buy an investment property, there's programs like DSCR, but you need rents to qualify, right? The rent has to cover the mortgage payment.
Right.
With our program, you don't need the rent. So as long as they have 20% down, they're going to be able to get an investment property, right, with no income verification.
I mean,
right?
we do offer DSCR,
Yeah.
but you're saying this is a better option for the borrower.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because with
okay.
DSCR, for the rate to make sense, because there's 3 levels. There's like 3 tiers to a DSCR rate. So one is if the mortgage payment covers 0.25% higher than what the mortgage payment is. So the rent is more, right, than the mortgage payment, right? Then you're going to get a good rate.
Okay.
If the mortgage payment is in between that and barely just covering the mortgage payment, that's another rate. Now, if the rent covers below what the mortgage payment is, which means you're pretty much like underwater, right? You can still get a DSCR loan, but now your rate's going to be really high, right?
Got it.
So if somebody really wants a good rate, they're going to, have to order an appraisal. Once the appraisal comes in and it determines what the rents are, and now you know what kind of rate you're going to get. Now it's going to either force you, like if you want a better rate, you're going to have to put more down payment. You're going to have to put either 30%, maybe even sometimes 40%. So it's a tough loan to kind of gauge, right? Until you get the appraisal. Where our loan, 20%, one rate, you're good.
Right.
You don't have to worry about the rents coming in, and plus you're putting 20% as opposed to 30 or 40%.
Right. 20% for both owner occupied
Or
and
primary
investment.
Yeah,
right?
or investment,
yeah.
correct.
And the difference would be maybe the points and the interest rate, but
Correct.
it's still better than a DSCR.
Absolutely better. DSCR,
Now,
you're going to have to put, to make the rate reasonable, you're going to have to be at around 30 to 40% minimum down payment.
Right. And, I don't know why, but so far it seems like most of the clients for this, business owners, maybe because we're in Irvine, have been Asian clients. Is there a reason for that, you think?
Absolutely. 'Cause Asian people don't like to show income on their tax returns, right?
Well,
a lot of them. Come on, right? I mean,
Yeah,
most
yeah,
Asian
yeah.
people, they pay their taxes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean, but
like Trump, they they pay their
exactly,
taxes
right?
like most business owners.
Yeah.
Like
pay,
Disney World
right,
or
yeah,
Disneyland.
yeah, but
and
you don't want to pay a lot
Amazon.
of taxes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and plus, they have good credit. Most of the time, they have really good credit, and they got the money for the down payment. I've been very successful in the Asian market. A lot of Asian people are business owners and they have good credit and the money, but they just don't have the income on their tax returns. Right. But it's a variety. I mean, anyone really, right? I mean, Hispanic market is huge. There's any market where, there's just a lot of people who own businesses and self-employed.
The other thing I noticed with those type of clients, they're not buying small homes, right? They're buying, I don't know what's small, but they're not buying like under 500,000, under 700. It seems like most of them are about $1.5 million, $2 million in that range, 1 to 2 million range.
Absolutely.
What do you think that is?
Well, a lot of the real estate agents that I work with are mainly in Orange County area.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I have people like that. And typically self-employed borrowers are looking for, that type of range of property, a little bit higher range. Whereas, if you're self-employed, I mean, it means you got some money and, maybe your business is doing good, right? So
what about credit? Any credit requirements on that?
You want to be typically around a 680 credit score,
or higher.
Yeah, or higher. I'm sorry. Yeah, or higher. So 680 or higher with 20% down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's recap here. Our business entrepreneur loan, is that the best way to describe it? I mean, do you have to be a business owner?
You don't have to be a business owner either.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So this loan program not only is only for business owners, but you can be a wage earner as well. If you got the down payment, and
That's all that matters.
and you got the
Okay,
credit score,
Okay.
we now have a loan program for you, right?
Okay.
We just require an appraisal, right? So, basically no income verification. So it doesn't matter if you're really self-employed or not. So a lot of these other lenders that are doing non-QM, you have to be self-employed, right?
Right.
So you have to be self-employed. They're most likely going to ask you for 24-month business bank statements, all right? And, the underwriters are going to go through those bank statements, and if there's any large deposits, they're going to ask you for that. So there's a lot of requirements. With our program, we don't ask for any of that.
Okay, so to recap, we have a program called the H120 program for purchases. What's the max purchase?
We can go up to $3 million.
Purchase price. So
$3 million.
$3 million is the loan amount max.
Correct.
Right? Okay, so up to $3 million loan amount, as long as you're putting 20% down on the purchase, it's equity based, meaning that's all they care about. That's all we care about. 20% down. As long as our investors see 20% down, and the credit is a minimum
680.
as long as you're around 680 is I believe, because credit doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
maybe you get better rates and less points.
But if they do have lower than a 680 credit score, we can help them with that as well.
Right. Okay. So 680 credit score, around 680 is ideal. You get a better rate. You get less points. However, 20% down on this H120, that's why it's called the H120, Home First 20% down program. DM me H120 at Alex Rocky Kim, and we will send you information on the details of this program. But based on what we've been seeing, the type of people we've been able to help, I mean, can you kind of give a description of what type of borrower would benefit from this program?
So one of my clients right now, he has money. He's got good credit. But just like Donald Trump, he doesn't like to show income on his tax returns. He
is this Frank? That big? Oh, yeah, he's a baller.
This guy is like, okay. I mean, he's the man.
Oh, this is perfect for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when he found out about our program, he loved it.
Okay.
He loved it. And so it's perfect for people. Anyone that is looking to invest in property, either to add value to that property, right? People who are looking for certain deals where they can add a couple ADUs on it or whatnot, right? Real estate investors, this is really good for them. Anyone that's got good credit and the money and they want to buy investment property.
That's it. And then what's the interest rate? It was like the last I checked was about 8.5, 8.75, somewhere around there.
You're gonna be right around there. Okay. Now with investment properties, if you do take a longer prepay, you could get a little better rate. So you were always gonna give them some options.
So
there.
So prepay is an option.
Absolutely.
You can do no prepay as well.
You could do no prepay. Rate will be slightly higher on that.
Okay.
But if you take a 1, 2, or a 3-year prepay, your rate will get a little bit better.
And then on owner occupied, there's no prepay.
No prepay on owner occupied, right? You could also use this on a cash out refinance.
Oh, really? What's the max cash out?
Max cash out 75%.
75% of the appraisal. So you need an appraisal. You need 20% down.
Yeah.
You need a decent credit score, preferably above 680. But if you're not there, rates are a little bit higher, points a little bit higher, but you can still do it.
Absolutely.
And then what about the down payment? How does that work? Can we get a gift?
Absolutely. So if you're doing this as a primary, 5% of the down payment needs to come from the buyer's own funds.
Okay.
The other 15% can come from the gift donor.
Okay.
You also need 6 months reserves from the buyer. Okay, but that money is just there to show, right? So 6 months reserves and 5% down from the buyer's pocket on a primary. If you're buying an investment property, 10% has to come from the buyer. 10% you can get as a gift.
Got it. Okay, and then how many months of bank statements do I show? Do I show my personal, my business bank statement?
So with our program, you just need a verification of deposit.
Got it. What is that? What is a verification?
So it's a 1-page document. He'll take it to the bank. The banker will fill out their portion. Basically, the banker is going to say what the average balance in that bank account was for the past 12 months and what the current balance is in that bank account. The banker signs it, and we accept it.
Oh, wow. So I don't even need a bank statement.
I don't even need a bank statement.
Okay.
So I don't need a bank statement. I don't need business bank statements, right? I just need to pull credit, order an appraisal, and just make sure he has the 20% in the bank.
Down, right? 20% plus the 6 months of
plus the
payments
6 months reserve
as a reserve. So
correct.
That could be in the bank, the VOD, the bank verification
correct.
deposit, or it could be in a I don't know, 401k or stocks or bonds.
As long as you can pull it out.
Right. As long as it's liquid.
Yeah, as long as it's liquid.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. 6 months reserves.
So I don't need a bank statement either.
Right.
A VOD.
Right.
Yeah. The reason why is because when you do a bank statement and you show a bank statement, it can open up another set of conditions, especially if the guy has like cash deposits in there, right?
Right.
The guy shows $100,000 cash deposit, right? Underwriter's going to ask, well, what is this? And now you got to source it. You got to provide more documents. With us, I just need a verification of deposit. It doesn't even show any of his transactions. The banker says how much money's in there right now and what's the average balance. Now, the average balance and what's in there right now has to be pretty much similar, right? So if the guy has, if he has too much, current balance, but his average balance is like a lot lower, then then that's also good. So as long as it's consistent, then we're good.
Okay, got it. So you heard it, guys. If you want more information on our H120 program for buyers and for cash out refinances, then DM me at Alex Rocky Kim. The words H, the letter H, the digit 1, and the digit 2, and the digit 0. H120. And you'll receive information, more details from Danny about our H120 program, 20% down or 75% cash out, no income verification. You just need the commitment, the value to come in, and we will be able to get you funding on a loan.
Thank you.